Happy Sunday. Today I'm going to underwrite a multifamily in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. So it's a 125 units apartment building with 5% cap rate. And it also has 2.97% assumable debt. So first let's look at the pictures. Looks pretty good. And this is their offering memorandum. So not all the debt is assumable. And for this one, it's assumable, but you do need to meet the criteria to be able to assume the loan. So it's 2.97%. This is the unit mix. So they have 17 one bedroom, one bathroom, 106 two bedroom, one bathroom, and 2 3 bedroom, 1.5. Okay. This is their monthly market rent. This is their okay, the annual market rent. The annual market rent in total is 2298. Is 2 million. Okay, so it's actually more than $2 million. Okay. And let's look at their pro forma. Okay, so I'm glad that, so here it seems that they didn't put the market rent as their T12. They probably put the actual one. So I will go with this number. And this is their vacancy and this is their expenses. They also give the pro forma number, which is good. Okay. They also provide all the assumptions. I definitely like this broker. They provide all the assumptions behind the number. Okay, so the gross rental income. I put the number. I put this number. The 2,085,957 $85,957. And so here they say that the vacancy assumption is they project 5% vacancy with 2% for bad debt and credit loss. So 7% going forward. But based on my research currently in Atlanta, the vacancy rate is actually 11.9%. So this is an article that I found from Matthews Real Estate Investment Service. Yeah, Atlanta current vacancy rate stands at 11.9%. So if I want to account another 3% for bad debt and credit loss, and that'll probably be around 14%. So that's why here I actually put 14%, 14% times the gross rental rate. This is my vacancy. And the expenses. So this is a building. So this was built in 1962, and I assume 50% of the expenses. So gross rental income times 50%. This is my expenses. And the NOI is basically the gross rental income minus the vacancy minus the expenses. It gives me the NOI. And the cap rates, what about the cap rate? So I went to the apartmentloan.com. This is definitely in suburb, which I can share with you in Google Map. Where is it? Okay. Yep, Atlanta is here, and this is the subject property. It's not in downtown. And I would say probably like suburb C class. Between C class to value added acquisition. And I just put C class, so 5.75. The offering price should be 1.3 million. And they're asking for 2. Well, how much they're asking for? They're asking for 2.4 million. Okay. And so this is definitely, they're definitely asking much more. But let's also break down all those expenses. This is actually very interesting here. Okay. So let's break down the expenses. So this is the number they have for the property tax. I just put this number here. Normally the rule of thumb would be like 1% of the sales price, since we don't know what the actual sales price would be, and I just put the performance number. And the insurance. So right now we will assume $800 per unit and times 125. So this is the amount of insurance that we will pay. And the utilities, so it include water, electric, gas. So all this, I basically assume like about $600 per unit and times 125. So that's why it gives me this much. And the repairs, maintenance, and turnover, it's mostly like about 10% of the gross rental income. And after that, then I get about $208,000. The contract service. So I like that. Okay, so the contract service, they say the actual 2023 expenses. So maybe I'll just put the contract service here. It includes trash, landscape cleaning, pest control. Okay. 44552. Contract service. And salary. So since this is 125 units property, so I assume there will be one leasing manager and one maintenance person. Assume that they would be paid about 50K, then at least 100K here. The management fee, they put 70,000, but I assume at least 5 to 10%. Let's maybe just do maybe 0.08. 5 to 10% of the gross rental income. Now I assume 8%. So this is the amount of the management fee. And there is also miscellaneous legal and admin fee. And it's the rule of thumb will be $200 per unit, and there are 125 of them. So this is, and so about 25,000, which is very similar to the performance number. And the replacement reserve, that's their reserve, but I will assume at least $250 per unit. So that's give me around 31,000. So this basically, if I go with this, my expenses, my total expenses is actually 108,1323. Which is similar to these expenses, a little bit higher. So which means I'm actually pretty confident with my offering price about 1.3 million rather than 2.4 what they're asking for. Yep, 2.4. So that's all today. Thank you for listening to my watching my another underwriting. I hope this is helpful to you. Please let me know your feedback.